Welcome to the Pub Sports Radio PSR closing time show, guys, for Monday, October 11th, with Conor Mac, Ski Profit, and me. Ian, guys, he's out enjoying the Canadian Thanksgiving, so he'll be back tomorrow. Shout out to Canada. Happy Thanksgiving to all you guys out there on that part of the world. Let's get into the first game on deck, though, guys. We got the Tampa Bay Rays at the Boston Red Sox at Fenway Park, 7:07 Eastern time. We got 5 miles per hour blowing in with 63 degrees and 90% humidity. We got Colin McHugh pitching for the Rays, and we got Rodriguez going for the Red Sox. Connor, what you got going on this one?
Man, Red Sox have kind of took it. The sticks have woken up. I can't back Rodriguez here, though. I'd be on the Rays tonight. The thing is, and the total is messing with me. Another thing, though, with the Rays, they hit Rodriguez pretty well. I thought they'd have maybe a little bit better numbers, not crazy averages. You know, Lowe's got 3 homers. Cruz has got a couple. The average isn't crazy, but they hit lefties well. I think they can hit him tonight. Is the total. The total here has got me baffled a little bit because there's been runs. I think there'll be runs again. But at 9.5, I might not mess with it because this game, do or die, this could be an under. But the problem is Fleming's coming in after McHugh. And, man, Fleming, it just screws me. Every time he goes in, especially on the road, that guy gets his tits lit. Every time he gets ripped. So, man, it's the Rays for me. The Red Sox, I stayed off yesterday. I leaned the Rays. I didn't bet it. I think the Rays, do or die, they got to win this to get it back home. Then they could win it there. So I lean the Rays, and I'm going to stay off the total. I mean, I want to take the under because I think it's 9.5 is too high. But these pitchers scare the shit out of me in Rodriguez, and then Fleming coming after. McHugh's all right, but he's only going to go a few. So Rays and nothing on the total here.
Yeah, speaking of the total, my bad, guys. It's pick 'em for the first 5, and the Red Sox are favored full game, which is kind of wild. And the under over first 5's out of 5, full games out of 9. But what you got on this one, Ski?
I think I pretty much agree with Connor. Rodriguez, a guy that I just simply can't trust, and who's even going to come out the bullpen? I feel like both bullpens are kind of exhausted, and Tampa Bay's bullpen is the better of the two. So I would be riding with Tampa Bay here just off of that. Like Rodriguez, I feel like they hit him a couple times and he's not good in general. The only pitcher I really trust on the Red Sox is Eovaldi, and I don't think we're not going to see him at any point tonight. So it'll be Rays for me, and that's all I see.
Real quick, what do you guys think? I think the Red Sox, a few guys in that pen have pitched better, though, and they've gotten by the last 2 games. So maybe just at home. They got a few runs. So even though I believe the Rays have the better pen, the Red Sox the last few days have got it done. But they've needed the hitting to do it, obviously. And then
I'm blown away that in a must-win game, the Rays are underdogs versus a lefty. Like, you don't think the books know this? Like, that thing tickles my head a little bit. I have no bet myself on this game as of yet. I was leaning like you guys, Rays, but shout out to the Pub Sports Radio Discord, guys. Smash the like. Thank you guys for coming in. Smash it if you haven't. But I was breaking down some games with Noli and Hector last night, and, man, this one right here got brought to my attention this morning. 8 out of the 9 Red Sox guys are batting 300 or better in the playoffs. That is nothing I want to put my money against. I can't. I mean, so this is team totals for me or an over for me. And Noli brought up last night how bad those bullpens were used. Those are over spots, guys. When bullpens get used like that, they're tired, guys. They're not ready to go back to back. So I'm looking towards either a full game over or a team total over. I got to see which one more values on. So
yeah, I agree. Go ahead, Ski.
No, I would lean probably with the Rays team total, just thinking like in general, Red Sox bullpen is not that good. So if they're tired, I think that's the side you get runs from, especially in do or die game for the Rays.
I like it.
Yeah, I agree. With what you said, and no, I mean the pens are taxed. And maybe 9.5 is not that much. I just think playoffs, of course, I always want under. But you're right. With McHugh and Fleming, Rodriguez, all guys I don't like, and then the bullpens, there could be runs, full game over, or the team totals. So yeah, I'll look at it.
Time to do some more digging after the show. Shoo! All right, guys. Last game of the night, guys. We're going to all three of ours teams. Let's get in it. And we ain't homers because some of us made some money on the Giants in the first game. But we're going to Chavez Ravine, guys. It's at 9:37 Eastern time. We're going to Los Angeles, California. Woo! It's going to be 67 degrees. Little cold, guys. 17-mile-per-hour winds blowing left to right in. We've got Wood, the ex-Dodger, going for the San Francisco Giants, and we got Mad fucking Max Scherzer going for the Dodgers, guys. Full game is a minus 196 to the Dodgers, plus 176 to the Giants. First five pretty much matches it with a little less juice on the Giants. We got an under-over at a 4 first five to the full game at a 7.5. It's juice to the under on that 4. Connor, what you got?
Man, this one should be good. I mean, the Dodgers finally broke out and scored a ton of runs. Took Urias to get a knock to finally get a run in. Felt like, and then it kind of rolled. Even Bellinger with that big double. You know, he's screwing around with the swing. But yeah, that was huge for him. I think they have momentum. The problem is Max Scherzer hasn't been great. The guy's a bulldog. I mean, it's tough to bet against him, even at this price. But value-wise, you have to admit the value's on the Giants to me here. Not that Alex Wood, I'm just saying they were a 107-win team at almost, plus 180, 90, whatever it is. It's almost 200. I think the value's there. Dodgers have hit Wood pretty good. What was his last start? At LA, July 20th. He went 5 innings. He gave up 3 runs. And they got pretty good numbers against him. If he's got the changeup working and his curveball, especially that changeup down, he can fool the Dodgers. But if it's left up, he will get ripped. So I don't know what to do. I mean, the total's at 7.5. I see there could be runs. I kind of want to lean over. How's Scherzer going to be? Is he going to pitch well again? With you?
Does the wind scare you?
I mean, not really. I mean, a little bit. In this game, it's either just they're going to hit or there's going to just be a dead under, a Dodger dead under, 3-1, 2, to one of those just LA games.
I'm asking personal. I got to pick my guys' brains when I can.
No, yeah. So it's difficult for me here. The value's still with the Giants on the, I'm not going to lay run line right now with the Dodgers in the playoffs when they're huge favorites. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to lay, minus 200 here to win back a hundo. So this one's difficult for me. It's just tough. I'm off. The value's with the Giants. I might make a bet on it. It's crazy to say because I'm a huge fan. I'm not a crazy fan about any sports. Lakers, I am pretty big too. Ski knows, but the Giants to me as the value with the money. I mean, it's just flat out where it is. Their team total is 2.5. It's 2.5.
That's wild, bro.
And it's minus 140. It's wild. I mean, and the juice isn't 2. I mean, minus 140. What Scherzer? I mean, the guy. He could go 8 innings or a complete game and be dominant. But the Giants have hit pretty well, other than last game. This is a team that just continues to swing it well. I mean, that puts guys on and makes moves. So, man, yeah, I think there could be value with the Giants team total. The Dodgers is 4.5 plus money. But I got to think they get to Wood. So difficult one for me here. Go ahead, man.
I love it. Nah, bro, I love it. It's
tough in this spot. I mean, to go out for a better. I mean, to me, that's still the values with the Giants. If you were making a flat bet on a side, and the total, I just baffled because this game's going to go over. Wood will get hit. Scherzer's been getting hit lately, so it's another difficult one, which I want to take.
Ski, what do you want to take? That's the question.
I feel like Wood has been all right lately.
Yep, he's been pretty good.
Yeah, he's been all right lately. And, I'm big on recent performance. And then I look at Scherzer. I mean, I know he kind of was getting touched up before the playoffs started a little bit the last couple of games. And he looked a little bit shaky to even start that one game. But, that's a guy that I have a lot of faith in. And he wanted to stay out there in that last game, and they pulled him. So I was looking at games. Or actually, let me just look at both bullpens here over the last 2 weeks. I know the Giants, they've been really good. They're number 1. They're 2.13 ERA. Dodgers, they kind of been going backwards a little bit at a 4 ERA. But like Connor said, I think Max can go deep in this game. And I was talking with some guys earlier. They brought up a stat They said that the under is 14-2. The last 16 games for Scherzer with a total of 7.5 or less.
Yeah.
And then also, same guy, Antonio, he brought up another stat for the Dodgers. He said that the under is 11-0. The last 11 playing on rest. So these guys had some rest. The bullpen arms had rest over the weekend. And I like the under 7.5 for this game.
That's a hot take, bro, and I like every stat to back up it, dude. Like, I'm ready to go write those things down to remember for myself later on in life. Let's get into what I got on this, guys. Like Ski said, both of these teams, last 30 days are top 5, whether it's versus righty or lefties they're opposing. They're both top 5 average or OPS hitting. Last night I bet the over 3.5. It's now at a 4. I'm contemplating on now betting the 4 because of that wind. That's why I'm asking people, because I'm scared of that wind, to be real with myself.
Well, you're feeling it real quick. You're feeling it kind of in San Diego. We're feeling it here in Vegas, Ski. I mean, to me, it's kind of a side when it's not coming dead in or dead out, right?
It's coming
right.
It's coming into third base.
Yeah, a little bit in, but left to right, a little bit in. Yeah, go ahead, Ski.
I was going to say, I talked to some baseball guys on the phone this morning, and they said they walked outside, and they're in Los Angeles. They said it felt like an under day.
Hey, that's what we like to hear. It's that overcast. It is going to be 67, which is cold, which is plays to the under.
Yeah.
But last 7 games for both of these pitchers, Wood has been good, guys. He's got a 3.25 ERA, and Scherzer's been elite with a 1.91. Playoffs, Scherzer's got a 3.3, Wood's got a 3.5. They're pretty much equal playoffs. The way I line games is pitchers 1 through 5, guys. Scherzer's a 1, Wood's a 3 in my eyes. So I've got a big advantage, Scherzer. They're the same at the bats. Giants have the better bullpen. But like these guys were saying, and this is a homer bet with a little bit of believing in Scherzer, I'm taking the Dodgers minus 2.5 tonight, guys. I'm expecting us to get to Wood. We've gotten to Wood 2 out of 3 starts versus him, and I don't see him doing anything or tricking anybody too many times. So Dodgers versus a lefty. I'm going to play Pujols over 1.5 bags and sprinkle his home run maybe. I'll let y'all know later on. But Pujols versus a lefty is money. Expect him to be in the top 4 of that lineup tonight. So that's the way I'm looking on this game. You guys got any extra to add before we hit the commercials?
Yeah. One thing is the Dodgers, if they are patient, and, you know, I got to give it to Logan Webb. He was money, but the Dodgers were chasing in that game more than they do. If they're patient, they get their walks, they will hit jacks or a huge double, and that can open the floodgates. And look at this. I mean, Pollock's got the best average, 10 for 25, but he's got 2 jacks. None of these guys have crazy averages, but Turner's got 2 homers. Taylor's got 2 homers. Even Steven Souza Jr. might get a pinch at 2 homers. Pujols has the jack. Trey Turner's 3 for 11 with a jack. So the long ball, I know it's blowing in a little. It could be an effect. We know Alex Wood can give up a jack or 2 for sure. So a lot of bombs for the Dodgers off Alex Wood.
Yep, and I am banking on Scherzer to be way better than he has been the last 1 or 2. He's done it before, guys, so we got to hope he does it again. So let's get to these commercials before we get to Jack of the Day and Best Bets. I freaking dance every time I hear that music. Maybe it's because I'm high all the time, but it's a catchy tune.
Yeah.
But guys, you got to go hit up Manscaped, guys. Got to get that lawnmower 4.0. If you hedge yourself a little bit, your lady might take care of you a little bit more. So do yourself a favor, hedge yourself, don't hedge your bets. Get yourself the new Lawnmower 4.0. Also, guys, mybookie.ag promo code PubSports, 50% up to $1,000 cash or credit, 100% on Bitcoin. So 1,000 get you 2, stack get you 2. So hit up mybookie.ag promo code PubSports. Get yourself some money, guys. So let's get to Jack of the Day.
Well, see you later.
What do you got for us, Connor? You're the man with the plan.
Dude, you can't go wrong. But I think there's going to be some jacks tonight in this Rays Red Sox game. I got to go. My Xander Bogaerts, he's still plus 450. I think there's value. You know, guys like Cruz have the numbers low. They're plus 350 around there. But give me Wander Franco plus 700 still, and Arozarena is plus 500. I think you just can't go wrong with the value there. Like even Hunter Renfroe plus 360, JD Martinez plus 400, solid. But I'd look for the higher value here, like a Arozarena Franco, and I kind of stick to Bogaerts. He's been good to me. So, and in the late game, I mentioned it, Pollock. I'm gonna bet on him. He's right around plus 500. And that was it. I was going to maybe look at Trey Turner, somebody else. He's plus 450. Justin Turner's plus 400. I might play one more. I probably will post these on Twitter, too.
Hey, shout out to C-Mac for real, though, bro. I know you bet yours personally, and you give out the odds on these, dude. That really, really is helpful. Like, it makes me want to go look up some of those when I hear it. So, makes me want to step my game up. I'm going to go with Pujols. My boy Tone bet him last night at plus 600. Threw a little smidgen on him. I'm going to throw 25 on it myself. Pujols versus a lefty. I got to do it. The old man, the grandpa, bro. Bring out that juice. But let's get the best bets now. What do you got for us, Ski?
Hey, I'm going to say something. This is not a shot at Connor or anything that he said, but I just been hearing this word a lot. And I heard him. I see it in the chat. And I did a show earlier and hear people talking about it there. The V word, like I hear it used a lot, and I get it, and I especially get it when you're doing props. But like when we look at these games, there was a guy that came into a show that I do, and he was really high on taking the Cardinals versus the Dodgers because there was so much value in taking the Dodgers. I just want to say there's no value in losers. You either cash that ticket or you don't.
Facts.
All right, my best bet, I'm going with Dodgers Giants under 7.5. I gave you a lot of reasons why earlier, and meet you at the window, like our guy Ragu says.
All right, my man C-Mac, what you got for the peoples?
I'm not going to take the team total with the Rays. It's right around minus 120. I think they win. I think this goes back to Tampa. This is huge for them. I think they're the better team. They got to get it done tonight, or it's done. I think they can. So at plus 105, I'll take them full game. I think they have the better bullpen in the end. Even the Red Sox are hot as hell hitting. Give me the Rays full game plus 105.
Yes, sir. Well, my best bet, if I can technically give you a minus 200, I would tell you to go bank the Dodgers money line, but I can't do that on this show, guys. So Dodgers run line plus 100, guys. Yes, I took the money line, the run line, and the minus 2.5. I think we get to him here, guys. Scherzer, I expect a dominant performance from, and I expect Wood to get touched. We got 17-mile-per-hour wind blowing in. That's going to help Scherzer's long ball not going out to me. That's going to help him a lot more. So I think this is a Dodgers smash spot here. And shout out to Noli once again. He brought up something with Yuski when you guys were in Vegas last night, or one time, but he brought it up last night. He goes, there's certain teams that are super profitable at that minus 200 mark. And the Dodgers were one of them. When I was leading the Dodgers last night, and I was like, bro, I just want to team this up with a lot of money on the money line. Like, he goes, that's not a bad idea, bro. Like, it's a good, and the end profitable bet the last 2 years, Dodgers money line at minus 200.
I want to say it's like 85 or more percent this year. I could probably pull it up real quick.
It's like 80%.
That's absurd. The Dodgers,
but think about it. I love it. Regular year, the Giants are a thorn in Dodgers. Just a lot of one-run games. You talked about how tight these games are during the regular season. We're not even counting the postseason.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. I'm just saying, yeah, a little
It
different here.
just sucks. I have to give them the bets that I bet, and I haven't bet the Rays game yet, and I bet the Dodgers money line, run line, and -2.5.
Give
The
it
run
to 'em.
line,
Yeah,
the run, yeah, that's
you
the
get, brother.
3-pack, baby.
There
That's
you
what
go.
I'm on,
Hey,
and I'm a
Braves won.
homer.
3-0
Hey, Caps.
Braves.
Let's go. But yeah, shout out
Jock.
to the chat guys. Shout out to Jock Peterson hitting the
Yeah,
3-run
shout out to Jock,
deer.
dude,
Woo!
again. Ding
Hey,
dong.
shout out to Kiki Hernandez, who's been raking too. I'm glad to see
Oh.
our kids eat. I'm glad to see you guys show up. You guys rock. Thanks for hanging in there. We had a
Hell
little
yeah.
technical delays at the beginning, but
We be
you
pumping.
guys rock. We be pubbing.
Doyers.
Dogs.